All right, so we're recording. Welcome to the webinar. This is going to be a training about the admin dashboard, and we'll do a following one on the advertiser dashboard. Before I was just kicking the getting started screen, just to make sure you're using those PDFs and downloading them. I magnified my screen so you'll see it better. So may some pictures look a little pixeled like here, but it's because I magnify the screen. Anyway, so credit balance, we'll start here. If you see negative number, that means that's your usage. Your credit usage is 623, which means if next time on your next bill, in this case, I'll have 623 credits used. If it's a positive number, if it's like 10,000, that means that you have prepaid credit or rollover credit that you purchased, and the counter will go backward, will go down from 10,000, it will go to 9,999 and so forth until it reaches zero, and then it will go to negative, just like a regular bank account, right? If you have money, you have positive number. If you have overdraft, you're a negative number. So the number is the usage. Then you'll see the short codes. You have on our standard white label account in the US, you get two short codes, 7441 and 40691. You'll see your time zone. You can change it under edit profile. You can change your time zone. You'll see your billing cycle. I mean, the day you sign up with us is your billing cycle, and your credit card information right here. You cannot change it on your own. You have to contact billing, and they will change it for you. Authorized numbers, what are these? Authorized numbers are numbers that are registered with this account. For example, when I send you a text, it will go to this number. Especially on the advertiser side, when you authorize numbers, you can actually send text messages on behalf of that account from your phone number. So that's why we have authorized numbers right here. Then you have advertiser's account right here. You can create new by, see the form here, fill it out and create a demo or create an activate. Create demo means it's not an activated account. Non-activated account, we don't charge you the $4 fee for. You can create as many demo accounts as you want, and you can activate them later. Once it's activated, you get charged $4. The difference between non-active and active is that we don't issue bill to demo accounts. There's no billing cycle. They can only have so many credits used, and they can only have system generated keywords. They cannot have custom keywords. So there's a few restrictions that are more than enough to use it as a demo account, but once it's a paying customers, you will want to activate it and have all the features available. Then once you have advertisers, you can manage them here. When you click manage, you get into this screen where you can find advertisers. If I click show all, I see all the advertisers under my account, or I can just type in a specific username and look for it. I can search either by the username, first name, last name, company name, or I can also filter by parameters that are in the system. Show me all the activated account, show me all the enabled, disabled, frozen accounts if you want to follow up. Show me all the accounts that are signed up to a specific package and so forth. Sign up date, activation date, you can manipulate those filters and find the accounts. When you have many, it's useful. Every list that you found or created, you can export it to an Excel file right here. Packages. Packages are for your advertisers. They are very, very important for your pricing, basically. So every package you create, you can create as many as you want, and you have the level here. Level is really the order that they're going to be displayed, and also not just here, but also in, like, if you create a sign up page and you want to show the packages there, and so this will set the order of the package, the level. You give it a name, you give it pricing. If I click update, you'll see that all the parameters here are on the package, like subscription fee, how many credits did I give them, are these rollover credits or not. If they are rollover, basically those credits being added to the account every month. So I give 500 rollover credit. That means I give 500. I'm adding 500 credits to the account, and they can use it. So the first month I'll have 500, the second month I have 1,000, and so forth. If it's not rollover, that means that it's use it or lose it. They get 500 every month. They use 400. Next month they only have 500 to use again. Same with what do we have here? Credit overage fee, right? So how many credits they got and how much they pay per extra credit. Now pay attention, this charges in cents, right? So don't put, if you want to charge 8 cents, don't do this because it's not in dollars, it's in cents already. So just put 8. Overdraft limit means how many credits they can use until their account is being blocked or stopped from using more credits. That's the overdraft limit. So if they have 500 in this case and the limit is 2,000, that means that after 2,000 credits, they will be stopped, even though they get 500 credits. So it's not 2,500, it's 2,000 overdraft. Okay? If they have rollover credits, then it will use the rollover credits and only then get to 0 and will count to 2,000. So if you have 5,000 credits, rollover credits, you will be able to use 5,000 plus 2,000 until your account is being blocked. So think about it just like money. If you have money in the account, you can use the money, and let's say that the bank gives you $2,000 overdraft limit. That's your limit in terms of credits. If you have $1,000,000 in the bank, you can still use the million and only then go down to $2,000 overdraft limit. So that's really what it is. Keywords are how many keywords you get for free and how much you pay for extra keyword. You can set up a payment for, you can set up a setup fee basically. So when people sign up, it will be a one-time charge on their first bill. So you can do a package of $25 a month and a $100 setup fee. This will only charge them for the first month. Trial period is how many months they get free. So if you give 2 months free on your package, you set the trial period to 2, it won't charge them the $25 for the first 2 months. Level, we said it's the order of the packages. If you want to charge for sale tax, you put the amount here. Private, what is private? Private means that the package is not going to be seen to the ad, it's not going to be shown to the advertiser, exposed to the advertisers. And that's mainly on sign-up pages. If you create a sign-up page and you let them choose a package, they're not going to see the private packages. Custom recurring fee. We have a lot of clients that are charging for other services that they're doing. So they can use our billing system and put SEO services and charge, let's say, $200 a month on different services. And then you have whatever, printing, and you can use it. So you can use the custom recurring fee for anything you want. And, you know, if you can have different ones per package. So package 1 can be SEO and printing, package 2 can be painting and roofing, whatever you want. So this is the packages, and you have a lot of flexibility there. Welcome emails is really simple. This is every time a user sign up, they'll have a welcome email. This is the default text that we provide, and your domain will appear here with that white label with us. You can customize it and change it the way you want. You get this default text from us. Reseller is a similar idea for advert. I mean, in terms of create new, manage packages, the same thing. In terms of the links here, a similar idea. You can create new, you can manage, create packages and all that. Reseller is really a second tier of your white label. Okay, so resellers are people who are reselling your services. Okay, you can create resellers. I'll give an example here. Resellers can be revenue share or fixed price, and I'll explain the difference. Fixed price mean that you set specific pricing for resellers and they are charging whatever they want their customers. Okay, so if I have a reseller, right? I have UV the reseller here. I decide that I charge him $6 per advertiser and I charge him $150 a month to be a reseller. Now UV can go ahead and sell advertiser accounts uh, on whatever price he wants and sell those services. This is really what a reseller is. Revenue share means that we share the profit, and all you have to do is set the revenue share. You see here it's 50-50. You set the revenue share that what the reseller receives. Okay, you have the explanations here on each parameter, but basically revenue share means that okay, you go sell my services, I decide what the packages are, and we'll split 50-50. So that's the main difference between rev share or fixed price reseller. Most people use fixed price. You set the fees. People can sell your services. We have clients that are focusing solely on bringing other resellers as opposed to getting advertisers, but it's really up to you. Most of them are really going after advertisers. You have the option to do both. We charge $30 per reseller or $199 a month for unlimited resellers, which that's what most people do normally if they go ahead and have a few of them. Going back, one more word about resellers. Basically, is if you're a fixed price reseller, you will be able to create your own packages, and if you're not, if you're a revenue share reseller, you are going to inherit the packages from the white label and share it with them. So this is advertisers, these are resellers. We talked about our billing, but our billing system is a built-in billing system. It's not something that is a third party like our other vendors are providing you with. This is a built-in billing system, and there's a lot of options here. You can create manual bills. You can view and follow all your bills. You can create promotion codes, right? So you can create like some kind of like here holiday one, you get $100 off. You can do a percentage. You can set expiration date. So these are promo codes, just like when you buy on the internet. When people enter them, they'll get the discount. This is built-in commission rule that, and we have videos about them. Just watch them. But basically, you can set commissions to referrals. If you have clients that provide you, let's say you close a deal with the Chamber of Commerce, and they'll give you their client or their members, and they'll let you offer them mobile marketing services. It's really not like a reseller because they're not actively going and selling. They're basically referring you to their members. In this case, you can set an account for them and create a commission rule that every account that comes from a specific sign up form that you can create for it, you will be able to pay commission automatically. The billing system will automatically calculate it every month. It will calculate it only from paid bills. So if a bill is overdue or it's default, it's not going to be added to the commission. You only on actual money that you receive. And that's a pretty cool thing because everything is built in. The payment gateways, the billing, we know what was paid and whatnot. Then the commission works pretty well. We even use it for our own use. Sell bulk credits is a way to create packages. You see, you can create that I'm selling 1,000 credits for $100. You can do it for resellers or advertisers separately. You can sell 10,000 credits for $300, for example. And if you create those packages, they will have a link on their dashboard to actually buy credits. So, you really look like a robust company that have a lot of features like commissions and resellers, and you can sell credits automatically. So, this platforms allows you to do a lot. It's not just, you don't look like you're reselling somebody. Let's talk a little bit about sign up form, right? We have a quick sign up form wizard here. It's very, very simple. I can create automatically sign up form for resellers or advertisers. I can create, I can assign a package automatically to each sign up form. I can say that everyone that sign up for this form will automatically be assigned to the light package, or I can let them select. If I let them select all my packages, but the private one, right? All the packages will be displayed on the sign up form. If it's a private package, you won't see it here. You can assign it to groups. We didn't talk about groups, but I'll talk about it. You can assign them to another reseller or an agent that you have. If you have agents, they will appear here. So you can create a sign up form specifically for one of your resellers, and they can create their own sign up pages. But if they're on the field and they don't know how to do it, you can create it for them, and everyone that sign up from a specific page that they have, it's automatically going to go under their account. You can decide if it's prepaid or postpaid and all that stuff. Agree to the terms. You can create a thank you message, blah, 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 right? There's a lot of options here. But basically, you can even collect credit cards. If you have the payment gateway, which I'll show in a minute, if you have payment gateway assigned to your back end, you will be able to create a sign up form that includes a credit card, which means if there is no valid credit card, they can't go to the next step. They cannot create an account. So this is very useful to kind of like filter if you do a webinar, or if you do it through a chamber, or you do any channel, you can say, okay, people that sign up have to enter credit card. They get 30 days free and non-serious prospects. But I don't want to deal with people just fill out the form and they're not serious to put, a dollar charge on the credit card or whatever you decide. So the sign up form lets you create, a lot of options, a lot of ways to kind of like quickly automate your business. Now, the Enterprise Boost is another feature that we have. We have groups that you can basically decide what features are open to your advertisers. Okay, so if you have an auto dealer, if you have a doctor office, you see the names here. If you had a mall, a gym, they don't really need to see the same features. A real estate agent doesn't have to see the car dealership feature, right? Like auto dealer doesn't need to see real estate listings, things like that. Salons, restaurants, they all have different needs. So basically, you can create packages that are based on features and not just amount of credits you get, right? Most platforms allow you to kind of like say, okay, you get 1,000 credits, you get this much. You get 2,000 credits, it costs this much. Here you can say, we have the feature text message and text to win. If you want couponing, it's an extra $20 a month. So you can basically create business model based on features. That's one thing. Second, you can create also a customized dashboard for your clients so it looks more professional. A lot of most of our successful clients are ones that are specifically focusing on a specific niche, right? So there's the one that's selling only to car dealers, ones that's selling only to real estate. So if you kind of like put together the features that you need in a way that they can see it, then this way they don't log in and see, why the hell, if I'm a real estate agent, why do I have a vehicle listing feature? I mean, that doesn't look serious. So that's very important. You can filter the feature, filter the noise. They don't ask you questions about things that they don't need, things like that. You can also decide which short codes are available to which group. Okay, so this works perfectly if you have like a VIP shortcode with us or a custom or dedicated shortcode with us. You can say, okay, this client or VIP client, these guys are not. I'll give them the public codes. These guys, I'll give them the dedicated code. That's also a way to do that. There's a relatively new feature that we created called Content Group. Content Group lets you actually create messages, pre-cooked messages that will be shown on specific clients. So they don't have to kind of like reinvent the wheel and just think, what should I send? They can have pre-designed messages or pre-cooked messages in their dashboard. You can decide who's going to who, what is going to who by, created names and groups and the same thing, same concept. So you can have messages that are already typed for people, and they don't, all they have to do is kind of like select which one they want to use and send it. Makes it a lot easier because some complaints we got saying they get a lot of feedback from their clients about creative. They don't know what to send. They need good ideas. That's your opportunity to create best ideas for them. We did the same thing for you as our client. If you go to the resource center right here, we already have their messages that are typed for you. All you have to do is copy paste and create your own content group based on your needs. And there's a lot of other things like email distribution. You can send emails to your customers. When you send emails, you can decide where it goes to. It goes to your advertiser or your resellers. You type in the emails, the logo here will be your logo, and you can decide if to include it or not. So this email is not really an email marketing tool like MailChimp. It's more like an email communication with your customers. As you see on the bottom here, this is new. This is just came out uh, recently. And what we did was simplified everything in the dashboard here, right? So you can go to the resource center. You can have the boot camps right from here, SMS boot camp, a sales boot camp. These are training sessions that we created on SMS. It's more like the technical one, the how to use the platforms and all that, and sales training, which are how to sell, how to price it, and all that good stuff. Pricing examples, phone scripts, things like that. Here, this is our live support. No one provides that kind of support out there in the market. Here, you can right from here schedule a screen share. You click on it, it will open up an appointment tool that will let you select the next available window. You see the next time slot, I can choose it and right from here, book it and put my name, and it will send you an email with the appointment information, with the link, how to get there. And this will be one-on-one screen share with our support. You can ask anything you want. We changed the way we do support a little bit. We used to allow people just to call in all the time. We realized that it wastes a lot of time because people call in, hey, where's the button right there? Oh, yeah, it's right there. Thank you. Hang up, call again. Where's the other button? Instead, we decided to schedule, and you don't have to schedule like a week in advance. You can schedule it for 10 minutes from now. But the reason it works better is because you're ready for the call. And we do it one-on-one with a screen share, and we actually showing you where is it. It's a lot more effective than trying to explain you over the phone. So both you and the support person are waiting for this call. You're prepared, and you have voice and screen share right there. And again, even if it's urgent, go click and schedule something for 20 minutes from now, 10 minutes from now, whatever's available. You don't have to wait. Schedule sounds like sometimes you have to wait too long, but that's not the case. If you need something faster, you can always click here and get online chat right away. Now it's offline because they're on the webinar. But if they're not on the webinar, that this is online 9 to 5 Eastern, 9 to 5:30. If If it's not an urgent matter or you do it off hours, you can always submit a support ticket. We'll answer you same day or next day, depends when you submitted it. So you have a lot of options to support, right? Schedule screen share, chat, and just opening a ticket. You can always email to support at Lime Cellular. That's an option also. It's very useful, very quick. Marketing tools are right here. You can use our ROI calculator for, showing people or potential customers return of investment. We built two ROI calculators, both for appointment calculator and regular subscription calculator. So very useful. Let's say your subscription cost is $80. You have 800 subscribers. You're going to send 4 campaigns per month. Average read rate, let's say it's around 90 something percent. Response rate, let's say it's about 5%. And what's the average spend, right? What's the average of what it's worth for you when someone walk in the store? So if I'm a pizzeria, maybe it's around $10, and this will calculate your return of investment, right? Now, you can also show or hide a formula. If you hide it, it will hide kind of like how we got to those numbers, and you can print it out. If you want to show it, you can show it and print it out, take it to the meeting. Same thing with appointment. Basically, the whole concept behind it is to reduce no-shows, and this is really a helpful calculator to show the value of appointment-based business. All right, people ask me here to talk about sales agents. Sales agents, basically, if you have the Boost package, you can have a sales agent. Sales agents is a slim version of a reseller. It's free. As long as you have the Boost, it's free, unlimited. Every sales agent, all they can do is basically manage other customers. So you can use it for people who just want to go ahead and sell, then they can create advertisers, or people that do support for you. You can create kind of like a sub user that they can go in. They're not going to see all this. All they're going to see is the advertiser part that they can click manage and manage them basically. So if I'm a sales agent, I can come here, find an advertiser, and you can also filter it. They don't have to see all your advertisers. They can see just a group of them that underneath you. Okay, but once they're here, they'll be able to click support and jump to their dashboard or click profile and change some things. It's very helpful if you have people that are selling your services, but you're managing everything. Or if you have someone that does customer support for you and you don't want them to see this whole robust backend, right? Okay, so the last thing I want to talk about, because there's a lot to take in, right? Everything looks like it's simple, makes sense, but once we end this call, you'll be like, oh, where do I start? So I'm going to try to kind of like focus on the things that are here. And the last thing I want to focus is account setup. Okay, this is where you kind of like have the whole back end of your admin dashboard. Company name, brand name. Company name can be Limester LLC, and brand name can be UV Mobile Marketing, right? Doesn't matter. But brand name is what your customers will see basically as your brand name. White label URL. You can have one white label URL. It can be a subdomain of your main domain, just like I have here. So it can be login.mobile123.com, or some people what they do is talk about some people what they do, they put the main domain. So if I have limecellular.com, they will also buy limecellular.net and leave it as a main domain right here. So, or they'll buy something like loginlimecellular.com. So it's not a subdomain, it's a main domain. Both working, both will be possible. You can only have one URL. The advantage to have a main level URL and a sub level URL is by if you have resellers, your resellers can be underneath your white label. So john.loginlimesale.com. If you choose a subdomain, then your resellers will be subdomain, john.login.limesale. It looks a little bit confusing, but basically you need to know that you can have one URL. It can be a main level URL or sub level URL. It doesn't matter. I'll go back here. You have the address. That's what will be displayed on your invoices. If you have a billing system, that's what your customers will see on their invoice. You can have a contact us tab right here on the back end. If you don't have one on your website, you can have one in here. When someone fills out the form, our system will send you an email. Same with phone number and fax number. We give you a default terms of service and privacy policy, which appear here underneath your dashboard. You can click edit and go in and change the language there. But we give you the default language. If you want something else there, you can click edit terms of service, edit it as you wish. Here, if you uncheck it, you see here we have all right reserved. You can check or uncheck if you want this to appear or not. If you didn't register your brand, you don't have the rights, then obviously you shouldn't have it checked. But if you did, there is a way for you to include it right from here. Billing system. This is a way to we give you three different payment gateway you can use for your white label account. This is you can use Authorized.net, you can use First Data or PayPal Pro as payment gateways. Once you have a payment gateway enabled, you can take credit cards in the account, and it's very useful. You can use our billing system. You can, if you don't have a payment gateway, then you can have a regular PayPal. I mean, you need a business white label account, but you can have a PayPal account right here, and under your PayPal account, you can basically collect money via PayPal. You can have both, just like I have it here. So if you have both, you will be able to charge credit cards, but also you'll be able to collect. You'll be able to have a PayPal button right underneath each invoice and collect money that way. Talking about collecting money, we have a feature called the collector. Very, very useful if you have a lot of accounts. This will do a work of basically a billing person in your office trying to collect open bills. It's got basically the same features for advertisers or resellers. So if you have resellers or advertisers, you can apply both. Basically what it does, you can lock advertisers on statement tab when unpaid bill occurs. So basically if they have an open bill, which means the system weren't able to charge them, or they didn't go ahead and paid it, or you didn't set it as paid manually. Some people collect checks and set it manually. So if there is an open bill, it will lock them on the statement tab. They'll be able to log in. All they're going to see is the statement tab. Everything else will work, which means keywords, campaigns will still go if they're scheduled, but their interface will be locked on the statement tab until they pay the bill. The second one, that you can decide to freeze them, right? You can freeze them after a certain amount of days, and if they have an open bill for, in this case, for 7 days, their account will be freezed. If it's freeze, it means that nothing is working anymore. I mean, they'll be able to log in, they'll be able to, but that's about it. No campaigns will go out, no keywords will work, no websites will be live. If someone trying to access the website, it's going to say that it's disabled, and that's basically it. So you can decide that you lock clients on statement tab when they bill a course, and you freeze them after 7, 14, 30 days, whatever you decide. But this is very useful tool to kind of like follow up with your payments. Next is guides. We give you default kind of like a getting started movie with your client, with your advertisers. You can create your own. Basically, you can say use default, or you put your YouTube URL right here. You can click test and see that it's actually working, that it takes you to the video, and you can have a customized YouTube getting started video for your clients. Knowledge base, same thing. We give you a default knowledge base with all the information there built in, but some people like to have their own knowledge base. So basically, you change the URL here, you give them the URL that you got from Zendesk, and they can go there. We also have integration with secure login. So basically, that turns your knowledge base into a secured knowledge base, so no one can access there. They can access there with this URL unless it takes them through our system. Just like we log you into the resource center, you cannot access this resource center from outside. You have to be logged in. So this secure login will basically log them in automatically to Zendesk. This is a beautiful integration that is built in here, and basically you can have a professional resource center that is secured just by getting a Zendesk account and putting the information here. Now you need the most basic Zendesk account. That's the beauty in it, because we did all the work, and it costs like $1 a month. So that's a big savings right there. Graphics, here you update your logos, your emails, everything right here. Very easy. You just replace the icons and you get it. Themes, you can really play around with your coloring of the fonts, of the text boxes, the icons. That's if you have the boost feature, you can have that tab and have it really customizable, so it really looks like kind of like your own account. Under advertisers tab, there's a whole set of parameters that you can set. Default, for example, redirect logout URL. So if they log out, it sends them somewhere else. Help message, you can enter your own toll-free number. It must be a toll-free number. So if you want, when people text help, you don't want them to see the default toll-free number. You have to have your own toll-free number. You can't put a regular number. It's against the regulation. Resellers. There's all parameters for resellers. We have integration with systems like Kajabi. It's kind of like a membership software. Integrations. You have a Bitly. You can have your own Bitly account. We give you a default Bitly account, which you can shorten the messages or the links in the messages. But if some people want to have their own Bitly, just enter the login Bitly right here, and we will use your shortening account right from there. Now, I got requests here to talk about the kiosk, talk about the appointment reminder, things like that. But again, I'm not going to talk about the advertiser feature. This webinar will be 3 hours. I'm going to talk about the admin dashboard only, and the next webinar will be about that. I think that's about it. I'm going over the questions here. So most of them I answered while I was speaking, and it's like 50 minutes to the webinar. This is kind of like an overview. Before I talked about the statement tab, you'll be locked on the statement tab. So this is the tab. The customer will be locked here. He won't be able to click reports, account setup, administration. They won't be able to click there. They'll be locked here. Nothing else would work unless, and if the bill is paid, it's automatically will release their their lock on the statement. Also, if they were frozen, it will automatically unfreeze them. Affiliate features really, I have a last question here about affiliates. You can have your own affiliates, but this is really the commission rule. You see, I can create commission rule. I can set who is receiving the commission receiver, commission amount, and who's participant, which means is who is actually participating in the commission for this person. So in this case, I have Lima DV as the commission receiver. He gets 20% commission for every member that he brings into my system. And so far, he brought one member. This is all just an example, right? And this member is, whatever, gas station in this case, and he will get 20% every month from whatever the bill was for the gas station. So the gas station paying $200 a month, he'll get $40 automatically on his account. Now the system will do all the calculation, but the system will not pay him the $40. You will have to submit him a payment via PayPal or whatever method you're using, but we're not going to pay them automatically. So you'll be able to review the commission and send them the payment and then set it as paid in the back end. So the system will do all the calculation, all the heading. All you have to do is to submit the payment. Pro services, when they'll be available. This pro service, I didn't talk about it, but we will offer kind of to build websites for you, responsive sites and mobile sites. We're still working on it, but you'll be able to order websites right from here. And as a client of Lime Cellular, it will be a really competitive price, and we'll be able to offer you that. I don't have a date yet, but we're working on it. So thank you again. Thank you very much for your time. This is UV Lime Cellular. We will submit this recording and send it to everyone. Again, the purpose of this webinar was to really kind of like refresh everyone or introduce new people that didn't see or not aware of all the features. And we will do another training webinar soon on the advertiser side, which is really how you send messages, how you use all the features. And again, thank you very much, and we'll see you soon.